When playing a big open-world JRPG both at home and out of the house, it's hard to imagine playing much else during the month. My December JRPG time was full of the 2 releases I intended to fill it with and not much else on the side, apart from finishing my November JRPG .hack.gu Last Recode and the very occasional stray into other games I've put to the side during my open-world journey with Xenoblade Chronicles 2. With it being the holiday season in December though, it felt good to sink my teeth into a big open world and get immersed in mostly one game before a year full of new ones, so here are all the JRPGs I played in December to round off 2017. It's interesting to me that I found myself immersed in another open-world JRPG again during December this year. This time last year I was playing Final Fantasy XV and quickly realizing the time sink it would be, and I'm currently feeling that with Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but in a different way. There is so much to unlock in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, from treasure to blades to secret areas, that I'm sure I won't run out of things to do for a good while in it. I'm 80 hours in at the moment, and despite finding bosses a little challenging at times, it's been fun to explore a big fantasy world, especially since I haven't really played any open world experiences outside of Final Fantasy XV this year, and I've been reminded how fun it can be to get lost in a big world full of surprises. As I approach the end of it, I do so knowing there is going to be hundreds of hours of things left to do when I come back to the cast and their adorable accents, so I'm pretty sure the end of this big story will be just the beginning. When I heard Final Fantasy XV's Noctis was going to be added to Dissidia Final Fantasy NT in arcades here in Japan, I had to give him a quick try as the Final Fantasy XV fan I am. I'm glad I did, as I enjoyed the way he controlled a lot, and he's one of the few characters I've actually won with. While his combat style isn't exactly the same as he is in 15 because of the difference in combat in general in Dissidia NT, I was pleased to see that there was a warp ability much like in 15, and with summons making an appearance, it felt like a pretty faithful version of Noctis' combat from Final Fantasy 15. I don't know when I'll play it again, as I won't be getting it right at launch, but seeing how well it felt to play as Noctis, I do hope I get to play it sometime on my PS4 this year. If you've followed my channel for a while, you know that I've been waiting for episode Ignis, and when it came out in mid-December, I was so excited to download and get into it as soon as I could. I intend on reviewing it properly like I did the other 3 Final Fantasy XV DLC episodes, but in short, episode Ignis definitely delivered for me, and I was on the edge of my seat for its alternative story routes, and overall glad that this other side of Ignis' story was shown, as it strengthens an already great character I cared about. After finishing the first half of .hack.gu Last Recode during November, I finished Volume 3 and 4 during the first week of December, as I was very motivated to see the end of this story saga that had sucked me in. And despite the fact I'm enjoying Xenoblade Chronicles 2, .hack.gu has remained in my thoughts as something I want to go back to already. Knowing that I missed some character dialogues between characters I like, such as Kun and Pai in quests I didn't do, keeps it in the back of my mind, along with certain amusing relationship mechanics opening up towards the end of GU, leaving me missing the characters I loved from it. I will definitely come back to this one sometime, and as I said in my review, it is an old story I'm very glad I played. I mentioned last month that I was missing Persona 5, so one of the things I did in December was jump into it to scratch the itch I was having before I continued on with what I wanted to play this month. I only did this once in December, unfortunately, but I saw some funny dialogue with Futaba that always makes me happy, and I got very close to finishing a Confidant rank or 2. My journey to Persona 5's Platinum is going slow and steady, but rest assured that it is still going, and I haven't forgotten about my Persona endeavors going into 2018, and might get a little time in again after I finish Xenoblade Chronicles 2. There are a few good JRPGs and related games coming out in January, such as Dissidia Final Fantasy NT and Lost Sphere. However, I can't help but want to be faithful to the game that made me fall in love with my PS4, and that game is Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth sequel Hacker's Memory that comes out mid this month. After raising blades in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I'm pretty keen to keep continuing to raise supernatural beings, but this time in digital form in Hacker's Memory, and I'm hoping the story is as amusing as it was in the last Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth game. Aside from Digimon, I also have a bunch of JRPG demos sitting on my PS4 hard drive, such as Lost Fear's English demo and Atelier Liddy and Suel in Japanese, so I hope to get a chance to fit in some smaller experiences before Cyber Sleuth, and maybe even get some time with Persona 2 in at some point, which I'm planning to focus on a little more between new releases. My January for JRPGs already seems pretty full once I finish Xenoblade Chronicles 2 with the amount of good stuff coming and available to play right now. It makes me even more sure that the JRPG fun won't stop for a second this year and is a great start to another year of JRPGs. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know in the comments below what you played in December and what you'll play in January. You can like and share this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel for more JRPG content like this, and ring that bell to get notifications on whenever I post so you don't miss a thing. Check out the blog at jrpgjungle.com. I do everything I do here, but in written form, and you can find me on social media on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, all at jrpgjungle. Those links will be in the description below, along with links to all the games mentioned in this post. Until next time, thank you, bye!